Well, let's talk about the last topic. The last topic is polymorphism, one of the OOP principles. This meaning is not so easy to define, just because even after some number of experience, you may still get more ideas about what is polymorphism actually is. And I will say, if you will read some definition about polymorphism from the beginning of your way, after 3 years of your work, you may understand a bit more about what is polymorphism, and you will construct more ideal definition of this meaning. So, I will say I may have some struggles, or even in Russian. So then I will provide you some examples and hope it will clarify for you the definition of this. When we're talking about polymorphism, the first thing I need to do is to know about abstraction. We know that abstraction is something general, something we cannot describe specifically. For example, it's class animal, yes, and in the lower level we will have some cat, dog, snake, and so on. So when we're talking about polymorphism, I will say that polymorphism is the option to use polymorphic objects. And the polymorphic objects, it's actually can be abstract objects. Abstract objects, it's not something specific, right? So when we say this object is polymorphic, we mean that this object can be in the same time can be cat or it can be dog. We may say only that this object is animal. And for example, we're going to zoo market, we are client, and we need to buy some 5 animals. We don't really care which animals we will have as a result. It can be 3 dogs, it can be 2 cats, it can be anything. The only thing we care about, we will have animals as a result. And we know that each animal will contain some general properties, some general functionality. For example, each animal will able to talk, to walk, to, for example, breathe. Each animal will have name, age, weight, and anything. So we know the general things about animal, and we actually can work with it. We can implement our code in the way that we're working with animal. We're not working with some specific animal like cat or dog. We're working only in a general. For example, in our implementation, we may say, let's provide with each animal some sound. Let's force each animal to do some I don't know, some exercise, if it's possible, for each animal. So we may call some interfaces of this animal, just because interfaces can be different. For example, interface for animal can be provide some sound, yes, I don't know, some voice, some specific sound. For cat it can be 1, for dog it can be 2. And if we will implement this code in this manner, we will actually reach the polymorphism, just because we're not operating with cats, we're not operating with dogs, we're operating with both of them. And if we will if in the end we will have some new subclass from the animal, for example, we will have some class snake, right? Our code will still doable, will still working, just because if snake will be a subclass of animal, snake will contains all the specifics, all the functionality which each animal has. So this is polymorphism. Actually, polymorphism in general, as I said, it means that we're not operating with cat or dog. We're operating with animal. We're operating with polymorphic object. Which I think it should be clear now. And